Hello and welcome to episode number 9 of Outer Wilds. Last time out we went to Dark Bramble and learned how to avoid the anglerfish for the most part. We found the vessel. We were unable to crack the code, the 3-digit code in the vessel, but luckily I was not missing any vital clues. Good news, everyone. I was just stupid. I had the code here all along. You can't see it. But I wrote it down 1.5 years ago. And I wish I could say that it's been 1.5 years and that's why I don't remember getting the code, but I went through all my VODs about a week ago. And I watched the episode where I got the code and I said, that would be pretty important. I'm going to write that down. And then I completely forgot it. So we know what to do with the code. We know the code is coordinates to the eye of the universe, which is what they were searching for the whole time. But I'm not going back in there to put it in because the thing doesn't have a warp core. It can't go anywhere. We know where there's a warp core. There's a warp core in the Ash Twin project. But it can't be that easy, right? We've got the coordinates, we've got the means to get there. What's the deal with the quantum moon? That's like the most compelling mystery of this game, at least for me. And if we already know everything we need to know to beat the game, then why is the quantum moon a thing? So we're going to spend today trying to get to the quantum moon. Tequila Dragon asks, how much longer in this game do you think? 2 episodes? Including this one? Maybe. Depends on how lost I get while trying to do the Lake Bed Cavern. So the first thing we're going to do is hang out in space. We've got Brittle Hollow Tower that we know falls into the black hole at some point in the loop, I don't remember when. We know where the black holes shoot shit out of. So I think we're going to go to Brittle Hollow, stick our scout in the tower, and then we'll be able to track the scout like we did in Dark Bramble and find the tower when it's in space. That's the theory. Let's see if it works. Engage. So that is the probe shooting out the probe, but then the tracking module following into Giant's Deep. The tracking module in the core of Giant's Deep is what gave us the coordinates that the probe found for the eye of the universe. Now, I'm less optimistic of the Nomai actually getting that information because I remember there was a thing that one of them said. Oh, there's Quantum Moon. Brittle Hollow. One of them suggested that if the thing blows up, which it did, they would not be able to recover the information about the coordinates. So that's concerning. We're going to be looking for the tower here, which I think is around the equator. Yo, Nate, yes, we're back in space. I'm a glutton for punishment, what can I say? Whoop, whoop. Ooh. This is going to be a chill stream, at least for the first half. We're going to be spending it in space. Away from danger. Hopefully. mind the gap. And this is it right here. So we're gonna nope, shoot it like in there though. That's mostly there, but I want it a little. There you go. Cool. So that is in the tower. Whenever something falls through this black hole, it comes out the white hole near Whitehole Station. This game is Any Resolution. Give me a second. I need to at least get in my ship before I read all this. Any Resolution finds a game a month. How would you handle playing a game like Rogue Trader that's 500 plus hours? With my free time, I'm not doing that in a month. Is that long enough to count as multiple months? I don't know what you mean. I mean, it would take me about a year to play a game that's 500 plus hours. Whitehole Station. Can we navigate to it? No. I thought we'd be able to navigate to it, but I guess we can't. We've seen it out in the wild before. This actually might be it right here. Yeah. And at a certain time, we're going to see that the scout, instead of being however far away, 12 kilometers away, it's probably going to warp right in front of us, right near the white hole. So we're just going to chill and follow this guy. I love how it lenses the light like that. It's so cool. Interstellar vibes. It's interesting how I don't see the station though. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we're just gonna hang out here. How is everyone's weekend looking? Snowy? Cold? while we wait, we're gonna go check out the interloper. Since it's right here. There was something about a frozen shuttle. Yeah, let's check this out. No, we went in the interloper before. But we never checked out its, like, tail side. There might be something over here. Yeah. This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface for too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity canyon on Emperor Twin? Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle, until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remained at the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. And this would be wise. I think, Clary, if you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. Because when we went here the first time, we had already called the shuttle back. So there was no shuttle here to find. Alright, let's get back to our ship. The Whitehole Station. Looks like our scout still has not fallen through the black hole, so that's good. Referral? I'm getting a referral? I take referrals. I don't think there's anything else for me to see in the station itself. Now, this is all the crap from Brittle Hollow that falls from the surface and goes through the black hole. So as we sit here and watch, it's probably gonna puke out more stuff. And eventually, the tower we're looking for. Now, surface integrity where the probe is at 15%. So it's probably gonna be soon. It's hard to tell if these things are coming out of the hole or just like they were behind it. Whoop. Whoop. Let's not get hit by this. Scout's still 20-something kilometers away. I'll never forget the first time I fell through the black hole and I was so disoriented. I had no idea what was going on, but it makes so much more sense now watching the process happen. And the fact that the White Hole Station is just hanging out there for you. Or when you get sucked in. We're going to make a note of when this happens. We're not going to have a lot of time. We're already 14 minutes in. Surface integrity 8%. Four. Gonna be shooting through here pretty soon. Coming up on almost 15 minutes. %. There's a lava ball from the moon that shot out there. Almost 16. We're gonna have what, like 7 minutes to explore once it's out here. The loop is 22 minutes. But when I'm reading something, it tends to pause the timer, which is why my clock says approximate time in loop. I haven't read anything this loop though, so it's gonna pop at 22. Minutes until supernova. Be real quick getting out of the ship once we get to it. At least I'm hoping it goes through the black hole. When I was on the tower last time, me and the tower fell through the black hole. Four minutes. Three minutes. Integrity 0%. Come on. Let's go. Hop through. Or else I need to think of something else. Where'd it go? 1 kilometer. It's there. No ship upgrades. The only thing you carry on from run to run is the knowledge that you gain. So in that way, it's like, it's a roguelike, but it's completely knowledge gated. Alright, let's get in there. Do whatever the hell we need to do in the next minute and a half. Nope. 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 Here we go. Oh no! No, 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 no! This is the sun station. That was a fatal mistake. I went into the wrong thing. Yeah, that might be a wasted loop. But at least we know now that it happens very, very late. This is what I needed. Come on. We can at least try to get there, and it'll make the next route a lot more efficient. It's in here, right? Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many of our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. I just want you to translate this, please. Be curious on your journey. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, there's another one of these. So we're gonna have to do this again. That's okay. We will be able to pass time. If you're here to make your first pilgrimage on the Quantum Moon, you're almost prepared to set foot on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also in honor of the memories of our clan who came before us, those who after the crash that brought them to the star system became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin with no communication. These Nomai looked upward to the different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was the moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept the curiosity alive. After two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. When we reached Quantum Moon, we called Nomai and carried curiosity on route. Kabloom. Nice try. Spotify is not open. This is not a music stream, nor have I ever done any music streams. That would be highly illegal. Don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna do one more loop. We're gonna go to 15 minutes. That should get us enough time to get to Brittle Hollow and then back to Whitehole. I think we got everything we need, but I want to be sure. So this timer is going to be wrong. Yeah, I'll read it some other time. Alright, we'll go 13. Where is Brittle Hollow now? Thinking on the other side of the sun. Oh no, it's behind us. That's convenient. Man, I'll never forget that first episode. Flying up to Brittle Hollow, get smacked out of the sky by the moon. It lets you know how unfriendly these planets are. Let's not break the ship. Let's not break the ship. Okay. Whoop, whoop. And we're dead. Speaking of unfriendly, sometimes your escape hatch is right on top of the black hole. Nothing you can do about it. It's fine. It's fine. Start the timer when we wake up. Yeah, we'll just keep in mind that we'll add 13 minutes on top of that. So we learned that the shrine needs to be on the North Pole. That's good. I thought that we'd only learn that the 6th location is the Eye, which, you know, no crap. We already knew that. Where you at, Brittle Hollow? There you are. I think this is what we need. Yeah. And we should be able to shoot the thing through here, right? Yeah, that's good. And we're at integrity of 6%, which is great. That'll give us a couple of minutes to get on over to the white hole. Let's figure out where that is. So white dot. There it is. It's over here. Apparently my landing gear is damaged. this time we're gonna go in the correct thing. Yeah. 16 minutes. We shouldn't need our landing gear anyway. There it is. We read the scrolls, but is there anything else? Like, that's a spot for tablets. I didn't see any tablets. That's the scroll we found. I think that's all we need. Oh, wait. Oh, this is showing where the moon is, right? Yeah, that's kind of like the moon locator. Fine. I don't think that's all too relevant. Go up here a little bit more. This is the spot that we were able to reach on the planet. We're gonna go, like, reread this since we have a little bit more time. These Nomai looked upward from 2 different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. After the 2 divided groups were able to reunite, it became ArcLand's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon died before we discovered how to make the journey. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. think that's all we need. Let's real quick go to our ship. If we have a little bit more time, just to check the ship's log, see if there's anything else here that we're missing. No, Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. 6th location. And then Lake Bed Cave. Okay. Off to Ember Twin again. Hopefully for the last time. I hate this place. If the game loads, there we go. Alright, Lake Bed Cavern. Gotta get there right as the loop starts, before it starts filling up with sand. There's quantum shenanigans going on. We're thinking we might be able to detect a signal from something quantum with the signal scope. We had not done that the first time. Of course, the first time we just suffocated because we couldn't find what we were looking for. So this might take a few trips. North Pole, if I remember right. It's where the guy's campsite was. Which is right there, and we're gonna go fine. Quantum fluctuations. That's the one we need, I think. Is this it? Oh, cave shard. Yep, okay. I hate this place. Like, a lot. Sand's already filling up. Now, we got really close last time. Oop. Oop, okay. This is promising. We go up. Power shard. Gotta hop, skip, and jump up here. Oh, come on. No. Yeah. Yep. These are quantum cactuses and quantum stalactites. This is where we died last time. Oh shit. This is new. Come here to look for Coleus. This is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Coleus and I observed this unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. What happened before Coleus disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. Okay, so we turn out the lights. We turn off our flashlights. And we're literally somewhere else. How curious. Oh, this is Coleus. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum, briefly, when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis: if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melroy is here now, too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. Quantum entanglement. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He's also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. Okay. Is that all of our quantum rules? Oop. This is a new place. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. I feel like we've read this before, which would mean we've been here before. I wonder where this is. Yeah, it's one of those other caves. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I believe we have everything we need to go check out the Quantum Moon for realsies. Let's check our log. Yeah. 6th location. So we need to get to the moon. I'm thinking we probably don't have a lot of time. Can we just randomly find the moon? Unlikely. Let's go to the locator. Is that over here? Yeah. Okay, so this will kind of be a dry run. I'm going to take a picture of this. And that should lock it in place in Giant's Deep. Maybe not. Okay, well, that'll lock it in place there anyway. North Pole. Whoop, whoop. Did we just fly past it in that split second? It's gone. It's gone. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Oop, don't shoot it into the sun. Timberheart's not supposed to have 2 moons. Oh, no, there it is, still there. Okay, let's try to do this for real here. We gotta get the shrine at the North Pole. Guess it's up here. I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that to be true. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, North Pole. Of course, we're at the South Pole right now. Tell you what, do not like this Timber Hearth version of the moon. Keep going to the South Pole. Yeah, it keeps warping us to the South Pole. Alright. What do we get to the North Pole? We found the shrine before. So some things in the loop only happen like later in the loop. So instead of waiting 20-something minutes, it's an option to rest at the campfire to pass some time. I want to give this locator another shot. I know it didn't really work out last time, but it's not crashing in the sun now. There's the moon right there. I want it at Giant's Deep because I feel like that... Oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. I feel like the Giant's Deep version didn't have, like, any obstacles. It's the first time I went there and there was, like, nothing... Oh, God, gotta stop doing this. What is happening? Just glitched through the floor. Alright. Completely sure how this works. You are gonna push my spaceship right off this platform, aren't you? Stay. 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 day. Okay, it's stayed so far. Let's not run into the sun. Sun is still there. Good. Wait, what? See you later. Understand. I feel like this shouldn't be so hard. That lines it up. It's got it right in the orbit. directly behind the sun? Yep. Okay, moon's right there. Yeah. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Okay. We are in the South Pole. Can we get to the North Pole? Yeah, this is definitely the place that we were the first time. That's the shuttle. It's a tornado. So there's something like... It's gone. There's something that blocks the North Pole every single time. How do you get to the North Pole? We know we need to be at the North Pole, but we don't know how to get to the North Pole. We're just gonna fly right past it. Okay. Thanks for matching velocity. Let's check out our log. Because there's something we're missing. Visitors always arrive at the South Pole. Nomai shrine that wanders about the Quantum Moon. If recalled, the rule of quantum imaging is inscribed next to a mural of a tower on an island. Call the rule of quantum entanglement. Call the rule of the sixth location. To explore the sixth location, the shrine on the Quantum Moon must be on the moon's north pole. unless you can get into the shrine somewhere else, become entangled with it, and then ride it to the North Pole. That seems reasonable. Okay. Let's try that again. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get it on Giant's Deep. And we're gonna try to get the shrine anywhere. I was thinking that the rule of entanglement meant that the moon will bring you somewhere, which obviously it will, but that could also mean that the shrine brings you to a specific place on the moon. I feel like the Giant's Deep one is easiest to navigate. Flip and land. I think that should be good enough. On the other side of this sun again, yeah. Okay, there's our moon. I also was thinking that the shuttle always went to the South Pole, which makes sense. But it seems like even when we're just flying there, you just always end up at the South Pole. Nope. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I need to take a picture when I get closer. Hello. Hello. Goodbye. Ooh, there. Where's that? Brittle Hollow? I don't really want to deal with Brittle Hollow. There it is. Okay. Where's my ship? Are you still there, Quentin? Yeah, thanks, I knew that. I just forgot to do it. But I'm thinking the moon isn't here anymore. That's frustrating. Definitely should have locked in place with that photo. So when we get in the shrine, we need to become entangled. I'm pretty sure I remember you can close the door, which is probably helpful. Okay, it's right here. Not there anymore. How do I make it so the camera stays on my screen while I launch into space? At this point, I'm better off just flying around and hoping to randomly find it. There it is. need to remember to take a picture of it. Let's get a better one than that. That's gotta be it, right? Let's get up. Okay. We're going to be at the South Pole. Yep. And we need to find... Oh, there's the shrine. Okay. So we're going to go in the shrine. I'm going to close the door. And it becomes pitch black. Okay. Huh. It's not traveling, which is a little weird. Well, this is different. But our position isn't changing on our mini-map. It's weird. Yeah. There's always something obstructing the North Pole. I feel like the only way in is to get entangled with the shrine and have it bring you there. We at the eye? Yeah, we need to be at the North Pole. So how do you get to the North Pole? So one of these, like, not have an obstruction at the North Pole? This is closer. Oh, I can feel it. Trust me. Maybe the twins? Okay, we're at the North Pole. Can we manifest the tower? There it is. There it is. That's the two places they crash landed, right? Brittle Hollow and the Twins. That's why those were the special ones. Now, is this the eye of the universe? It doesn't look particularly hospitable or friendly. Sorry, a lot of questions I ask are kind of rhetorical questions. Oh, fuck. Solanum. Pick up U stone? Quantum moonstone? Me stone? This is how we talk. Answer E stone. Solanum, Anomai. My clan arrived in the star system before my birth, and we now call it home. So there's 6 permutations here. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. All of my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the Quantum Moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I have journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. There's fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon had a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. I'm going to try to blow through these here as efficiently as possible. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around the solar system. I think this person knows that all of its family members are dead. This is the quantum moon, where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. If you encountered a quantum shard on another planet, the shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now, while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon's probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way that areas surrounding quantum shards that land on other planets eventually become quantum too. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask. If I could comprehend your language, you have my gratitude for understanding mine. And I think that's it. Is that the shadow of the eye? Of course, we know how to get to the eye. Oh, really? You can use 2 blues? I would not have expected that. Alright, me and Moon. This is the first time on the Quantum Moon. It's my first time here. You've come here looking for answers. I hope you find them. Me and I. Bit tight on time here. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Well, it would probably collapse down to one possibility, right? Me and you? We do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. Quantum Moon and maybe you've noticed the Quantum Moon changes in appearance depending on which location it's currently orbiting. For instance, the moon looks quite different when orbiting Giant's Deep than when orbiting the Hourglass Twins. Because the Quantum Moon clearly changes in its different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the Quantum Moon becomes locked to one specific version of itself when it's consciously observed. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? Well, that's the second time you ask me that. Hint, hint, hint. Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to seek the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye. This is the closest that we've come to seeing the eye itself. I think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. That's a strange thing to say. This should be the last one. Many in my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the eye was malevolent, to have lured my clan to this star system only to then vanish from them so completely. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, It became my fondest hope to see the eye itself someday, but I fear this may not. This may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. I have to imagine that you can't do the two oranges together. That would be a little silly. These are the two tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. Is this area subject to the time loop? Is it in the solar system? Should I just yeet myself into that hole? I don't really see anything else around here. Okay, well, we're gonna jump into the unknown, and then I think we're gonna go to the eye. We're on the quantum moon outside of Timberhearth. Getting to the eye. We need to go to Ash Twin early. Get into the Ash Twin project. Pull the warp core. Get back in a ship. Go to Dark Bramble. Tune to the distress beacon. Find the escape pod. Get to the vessel. Plug in the warp core. Put in the coordinates. Profit. Let's try it. I'm not exactly sure when in the cycle you can get into the Ash Twin project. So we're just gonna get there right away and just gonna hang out. Whoop, and we're in the sun. Oh, you mean the ship's log? Yeah, you know, I've never really used the ship's log. But that will cut down on some effort, so I think we'll use that. Let's see, that's here. Markin HUD. Let's not completely fuck up this landing now. Probably want to park near the pole. Guessing. Are there trees in the project itself? I don't remember. I'm trying to figure out when I want to leave the ship. Yeah, Nate, we're just about done with the game, I think. So stick around if you want to see the finale. Guess we can fly around a little bit here. Finally. I believe I've taken a normal amount of time to beat this game. Alright, this is Sun Station over here. This is the Twins, I think? That would be the taller of the two, so we're gonna land over here. Safely out of the way of Ember. Hopefully. This is our log. There's a couple things, like I didn't find absolutely everything. I mean, I'm not planning on 100%ing the game. So that's the broken down tower. Need at least one other pass before we can get in there. Yeah, most everything. I think there's some bits and pieces, but I think all the important stuff I picked up. Get nervous. I don't know why. DLC, yeah, that'll be on my list. I'll probably be giving this a little bit of a break, though. No, it's good to know. So the history of my playthrough with this game is I started it a year and a half ago, and then just got super burned out trying to get to, like, the high energy lab and stuff. And I just couldn't mentally bring myself to play it anymore for the longest time. But I'm glad I came back to it. So we should be able to get there next pass, hopefully. If sand wants to drain out any faster, that would be nice. And we need to... Here we go. We need to turn the anti-gravity off. Sorry, the artificial gravity off. And then open up the core. Or vice versa. And then steal the warp core. Alright, things are going well so far. It took me about 9 minutes to get to the vessel, starting on a fresh loop. But if I don't need to go to the escape pod first, that might save us a little bit of time. Okay, I like this timing. Let's not fuck up the teleport. Okay. Payload here. I think this opens the core, right? Let's do that first. Okay, and then we pop off the gravity. And steal the core. All right. Hope our ship is where we left it. Okay. I like that. And we go to Dark Bramble. Wait. It's already playing the music? That's not good. I wasn't expecting that, to be completely honest. We're only 10 minutes in. I feel like the music's been going on for a while. So maybe it's just playing the music for fun? Hopefully? I'm gonna coast till we get to the eggs. Definitely shave off a lot of time not getting the escape pod though. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What? What was that? It just teleported me outside? Okay, maybe we try again. I thought I was clear of the fish. Yeah, man, we're finishing the game right now. Hopefully. We don't get fucking eaten by a fish right now. Trying again. We need to not get impatient. Yeah, maybe. Of course, the longer it takes me to do this, the more tired I get. A little bit of time to get to Ash. So I'm not overly concerned about getting there super quick. Yeah, I'm aware. At this point, I just want as much time as I can. So I liked the strategy last time of finding where the Sun Station teleporter is, and then parking right next to the twin. That worked really well last time. I'm a little uncertain of how I got teleported out of the planet. I didn't think that could happen. Here's... that's Ember Twin poking out, right? So we'll kind of get a little further away here. Be okay. We'll pass around one more time and then we can go in. Yeah, birthday's today, but thanks. Not a bad friend. And we go. Thanks, Nate. Not on Facebook anymore. No worries. Okay. We can very easily get past that first batch of fish. It's the second that's tougher. Because there's vines in the way too. Which you need to steer around. Thanks, Ellie. Funny you mentioned that. I got a bottle of Apple Crown Royale. Mainly because I'm trying to collect different colors of dice bags. for the people playing the D&D game. It's good. It kind of tastes, well, it's good like if you like it in small amounts. It kind of tastes like a sour apple Jolly Rancher, the green ones. Yeah, I usually have a drink at Dungeons and Dragons. Just helps everything flow a little bit more smoothly. This place is always trippy. Yeah, I recently had a bottle of the blackberry, and it just tasted like cough syrup to me. It was not enjoyable. Fuck this up. Okay. Go over here. Yeah, it was pretty gross. Where's the door? Where's the door? We hop over here. Okay, this part is easy. We got this part down. Let's not get hit by the sun here. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good idea, man. I just quit like all sweet beverages, so that's my victory for now. Except for blackberry and apple kernel. Oh, Cats is going crazy over there. Okay, red dot first. Keep to the edges. Don't get eaten. It's a simple 3-step plan. Oop. Also, don't destroy your ship. Yeah, I get cravings for soda all the time. I could have come in here a little faster. Oh yeah, they're alive. They're blind though, so as long as you don't use your thrusters, they can't hear you. Once they hear you, they just make a beeline to you. I had like a momentary freak out that I thought I forgot to grab the warp core. Would have been embarrassing. So we've got this one guy on the right. He might be a problem. Got 10 minutes still. Just gonna give it a little bit of an oomph. We're gonna give it a little. Need to give it a little bit more of an oomph. Okay. No, no. Go, 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 go. Okay, we got there. There's no fish over here. So we need to not crash our ship. Let's go ahead and not crash. Finally, you're telling me I almost had a heart attack. Here, yes. Let's no button. Let's roll a bit. Save my sense of nausea. We put this in first. Whoop! Oh, that's cool. I like that. I don't have to deal with the anti-gravity. Alright. Code. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Where's it? Give me this. All right. That is. Yeah, I think we did. That's a window. Do we put this over here? Am I on the eye? That's where I was. That's the moon. Well, we're gonna find out what happens when you go into the eye. Like a wave of existential creepiness just passed over me. Really don't want to fall in there. It's just everything is quantum. This is like terrifying. Do I need to try to go to the North Pole or something? Some special location? Oh, no. Yeah, I came from here. So, I'm guessing I need to explore the stormy place, right? You know what this makes me feel like? The end of Interstellar. Spoiler alert. Oh, here we go. When he gets, like, trapped in the black hole. Just like, well, you're stuck here now. Good fucking luck. There's the eye. And a pit? Do we go down or up? Did you not just hear me say that? You might not have heard. I literally just said that this reminds me of Interstellar. Am I walking on the ceiling now? What in the F? Now we fall in? Yeah. It's literally Interstellar. Well, it's not a tesseract. It's the museum. I walk forward through the doorway, and it pops me right back here. Dynamite never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. To what end? Is the game over? Of course. Like, I was getting missed flashbacks too. Congratulations, you're trapped in a book. Oh no, the fish is dead. Is this like super far into the future? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I mean, I don't know what else there is to explore for hours. It feels like a waking nightmare. Nope. Don't like the random breathing. I don't like any of this. This turned into a fucking horror game. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. What is Esper doing here? Do you hear music? Right back. No. No. Now it's turning into like Blair Witch Project. Nobody's playing the banjo. Wait, there weren't holes on the top of that building before. Right? I seem to have unlimited fuel. No more spoilers or solutions. All right. Not quite time yet. I'm sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. It might not even exist here. Feldspar and Gabbro? I was not expecting like a whole puzzle game arc to this. Ooh, ooh. Did I pick it up? Yes. Hey, time pal. So you're getting the band back together. Go on, find the others, I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Feldspar. Nope. Like that. Does Chet play the drums? Well, actually, you found me. Nice to have company around the campfires, and then go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. How about Chet play the drums? Yeah, all the stars going supernova. Who's left? Stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather, everybody. Somebody played the piano? That's fucking terrifying. Oop. Hello. What, fly out there? Wait, did I get it? No. Oop. What? Wait, what? This is just like random nonsense at this point. Oh, that's the Nomai dude. Solanum? Solani? Solanum. Conscious observers entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Song is new to me, but I'm honored to be part of it. Here's the last one, right? I'm trying to figure out why. Like, does time not pass on the Guanta moon? Dude, I don't know. We're in full interstellar mode. Well, that was a good one. You're not my mom. Oh man, look at how long that loop was. Well, thanks for coming along. And as always, we'll see you next time.